Coming up on the Monday, March 25th edition of Size Eyes on the Skies.
Yesterday's snowstorm has caught in wind and is now pushed off to the eastern seaboard. But is that the last of the snow? I'll let you know coming up in a bit.
Plus, Colleen Mehlberg's here with a look at your national forecast. Plus, the Severe Weather Awareness Week here in Iowa. We'll have those details. Stay tuned. Size Eyes on the Skies starts right now.
Monday night on ISU TV. Broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa. This is Size Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest running television show brings you the weather around the country, in Iowa, Ames, and beyond. The Iowa State Meteorology Department's team of forecasters keeps you ahead of the next weather system. Size Eyes on the Skies starts now.
And welcome to Size Eyes on the Skies on this post-spring break Monday. I hope you all enjoyed your week off. I'm Harguth, and I'm joined by Colleen Mehlberg. How was your break?
It was wonderful. Not too much of a temperature change for me, actually, but it was still nice to take a break from school and classwork.
Yeah, I'm not going to rub it in what I had for temperatures, but okay.
Oh,
Okay, fine, I will. It was in the 80s almost every day. I tried to bring it back, but I failed miserably, unfortunately.
You did, because it was snowing. It was a little icy this morning and windy today.
Just a bit. But that goes along with what we've seen for this entire month of March. In fact, the National Weather Service office up in Minneapolis posted this morning on their Facebook page that, now this is only counting through yesterday, the 24th, of course, that they've had 20 days below normal so far this month, only 2 above normal.
That is crazy, because even last year, we were in the 70s and 80s this time, and we're only in the 30s right now. That is a huge difference.
Yeah, I remember for Easter last year, it was fairly warm. But
who knows? I don't know how Easter will be this weekend.
Yeah. Well, we did miss out on yet another snowstorm here.
We did.
Some areas to our south weren't so lucky on this one.
No, all the way through Missouri, all the way to the eastern seaboard, through the Ohio Valley. There are some places that got some impressive snow totals, and I'll mention that later in my segment.
All right. We'll look forward to that, and we'll talk to you in just a few minutes. Thank you. All right, let's go over and talk to Zach Sharpe. Zach, so I was talking about those warm temperatures.
What do you call warm is the question.
Okay, what I saw over break.
Okay, yes.
Do we have a chance of seeing any of that anywhere in the near future?
Maybe not that warm, but maybe a slight warm up.
I thought I'd try it.
Maybe back to average. You know, average for this time of year is 51, 52.
Okay,
so
I can go for that.
I'm not going to hint at what I have, but it's a treat for Easter weekend, I can tell you that. But
all right.
For now, let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's day planner, what we can expect for tomorrow. Tomorrow around 8 a.m. when you're waking up going to class, temperatures around 20 with a cool start with a northwest wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour. And around noon, your lunchtime, we will be warming up a bit, a northwest wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour with a temperature around 29. And around 4 p.m. when you're walking home from school tomorrow, a temperature of 33 degrees with mostly sunny skies all day tomorrow. So a cool day, way below average, but I'll let you know coming up in a bit if we can expect those average temperatures and when.
All right. Thank you, Zach. We are going to toss it to our first break, but when we come back, Colleen Mehlberg has your national forecast, plus your trivia question is just a few minutes away. Stay with us.
And welcome back to Size Eyes on the Skies. So as we mentioned earlier, there's a snow system that went through the Midwest, and there were some impressive snow totals that went through, especially the Ohio Valley area and Illinois. As you can see, Hillsboro, Illinois got 17.7 inches from this storm, and all the way from Indiana to West Virginia, even to Virginia, saw upwards to 5 inches of snow. So for these areas this time of year in March, that's quite impressive for this time of year. But as we take a look at our current temperatures around the nation right now, 53 in Dallas and 34 in Chicago, and all the way 26 in Denver, so staying a little cool in the mountain areas. As we look at clouds and radar, you can see where that snow system is, kind of pushing off into the northeast. And as we take a closer look at where this is, you can see the rotation of this low pressure system, bringing those heavier bands of snow right now through West Virginia and even towards New Jersey. You can see where some of that, maybe the mix is, especially right off the coast. So definitely keep an eye out for those areas, because some of those areas could see some hefty snow totals. Current warnings around the nation right now. Maybe a few little slight warnings up in the Ohio Valley area, but most of the warnings seem to be contained to the southeastern region of the United States. And as we look closer right now, you see where all this blue is. Those are freeze warnings for this portion of the country. And as we mentioned earlier, a lot of these temperatures have been way below normal. Like normal temperatures for Georgia right now are in the 60s, and right now they're only seeing temperatures in the 40s. So that is about a 20-degree difference from the normal average. Looking at highs for tomorrow, 58 in Dallas, but 90 in Phoenix. So if you want a nice warm spot to go to, I recommend going to the southwest because the rest of the nation will stay chilly with like Atlanta at 46 and New York at 47. And for the Midwest, for us, Chicago, 38 degrees. Compared to last year, you were around 78. That is a big difference. So we can definitely say that 2012 was a much warmer year than 2013. So spring, a little delayed for us. Des Moines at 36 and Minneapolis at 34, so keep it nice and cool for us. Futurecast for us, not much is going on this week. It's kind of a quiet week around the nation. Some of those snow showers are over in the Appalachians, and high pressure is dominating over the west, keeping things nice and dry for that area, even though they desperately need the rain because they are in drought. But stationary front remains over portions of the Midwest and will continue to stay there as more high pressure builds in the southeast. And this will continue. As you can see, that front is just not moving, keeping things nice and calm for us here in Iowa. And throughout the week and Wednesday night, keeping it nice and real. All right, Washington, D.C. is the getaway place for this week. Few possible chances of snow on Tuesday and Wednesday. Those will be kind of diminishing. No real accumulation is expected. But as we move later into the week, you can see those temperatures climbing up in the 50s and 60s. So maybe for a nice Easter getaway, you can get to Washington, D.C. And that is it for your national forecast. We'll take it back to the desk with Corey.
All right, thank you, Colleen. We're going to keep things temperature related by taking a look at our trivia question for tonight. On this date in 2007, parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin hit record highs. How warm did it get in Eau Claire, Wisconsin? Was it A, 72 degrees, B, 77, C, 80, or D, 86 degrees? We'll have that answer, plus your Iowa forecast when Size Eyes on the Skies continues. On the skies, let's recap the trivia question once again. On this date in 2007, parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin hit record highs. How warm did it get in Eau Claire, Wisconsin? Was it A, 72, B, 77, C, 80 degrees, or D, 86? And our answer is 80 degrees. And as you can see there on your screen, Owatonna, Minnesota hit 72 that day, and then Menominee, Wisconsin also hit 77. Now, let's take a look at your Iowa forecast. Zach, I know we mentioned it, but we don't have any temperatures that warm on the way, but we do have a warm-up.
I wish I have some of those 80-degree temperatures in my forecast, but I do not. I'm meteorologist Zach Sharpe with your Iowa forecast. Currently outside our studio right now, 34 degrees with a north-northwest wind at 20 miles per hour. And our dew point's sitting at 23 degrees, so our atmosphere is pretty dry tonight. So taking a look at clouds and radars, we had those clouds move through the area today. Peaks of sunshine came out this afternoon, which helped melt some of that snow and ice off that we received yesterday. And as you can see, a few light snow showers are being picked up in northern Iowa, but those are not probably reaching the ground at this point as our atmosphere is really dry with those low dew points. Taking a look at total snowfalls yesterday, Osceola was our big winner with 4.7 inches, Albee at 4.5, Knoxville at 4.5 or 4.0, excuse me, and Atoma at the same, and Centerville at 3.8 inches. So a lot of snow, which caused for some minor headaches on travel yesterday, but right now current degree 34 in Ames, which is causing those roadways to melt. 36 in Des Moines, 32 all the way out in Carroll, and a warm cool 34 degrees out in Fort Dodge. So zooming out at the bigger picture right now, current temps across the state, mid-30s, 32 up in Mason City, 30 out in Sioux City, a cool 28 degrees, about the same throughout the state. But the winds were a big factor today. 13 in Des Moines, 20 in Ames, 14 in Council Bluffs, and when you factor those winds in, it creates for a bitter wind chill. 28 Des Moines, 17 in Council Bluffs, when we're in spring right now, and it feels quite like winter out there right now. So taking a look at Futurecast, a big area of high pressure will move down to our south, which will increase or decrease those clouds throughout the day tomorrow, and eventually lead into sunshine and pretty quiet overall. So we're not seeing any active weather throughout the next week, which will lead up into your Easter weekend. So taking a look at tonight, 20 degrees, partly cloudy. Those winds will be gusting up to 22 miles per hour, but they will be out of north-northwest at 10 to 15. And tomorrow, those winds will start to die down. It will be mostly sunny with a high of 33. The winds out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And taking a look at your 7-day, a nice little warm-up as I'm hiding right now. But Thursday, 42 with mostly sunny skies, 52 by Friday. But if we take a look at the weekend, 54 by Saturday with partly cloudy skies. But then for your Sunday, we're looking at a high of 56 with a slight chance of rain. Don't think it's going to be a washout at this point. So Easter weekend looks to be fine at this point, just maybe a few drizzles. But on Thursday, a cold front comes through and we dip down to 37, so it will start to feel like winter again. But right now we have a slight warm up, which to many is going to feel wonderful. But just to give you an idea, 52 is average for this time of year. So
We just can't get old man winter to retire for the year.
which last year, you know, we had no snow. We were in the
Yeah,
70s.
yep.
So Mother Nature always finds a way to come back. So
Yeah.
Probably just be nice to us for Easter weekend.
yeah, which is nice. I'll take those. You know,
And then we'll just get hit hard again right on the other side.
No,
of
I have my
7
fingers
days.
crossed that this is spring for real this time.
Oh,
I'm hoping so.
taking
Yeah.
a look at our future models, which we look at quite often, it does look like that cool down is going to be short-lived, and then we may hint at the 60s later on. But
Ooh.
not promising anything yet. But let's talk on wood that happens. And well, hopefully that was the last of the snow. As you saw, no snow in the 7 days. So hopefully that little burst of snow, which in Ames here we got 1 to 2 inches. Hopefully that was the last of the snow.
I wouldn't complain if that was the
No,
last bit.
I would not either.
Although it did melt pretty quick.
It did.
So.
Yeah. Now, as I mentioned at the top of the show, it is Severe Weather Awareness Week here in Iowa.
Yep.
And so, since we won't be on again until Wednesday, we'll cover days 1 and 2.
Okay.
So today is awareness for flash flooding.
Yes.
So,
and I know it takes 6 inches of fast-moving water to knock you off of your feet, so it doesn't take a lot.
No, and flash flooding has been actually a big issue for the Southeast this year because they've had so much rain. They're now out of their drought in the Southeast. They've had that much rain.
wow.
But you know, flash flooding is the number one cause of death. You know, and a lot of people
It
think
is.
tornadoes would, but flash flooding, because a lot of people think I can drive through that water, but it only takes 18 to 24 inches of water to sweep your car off. And then, so you know the saying, don't drown, turn around. So
Yeah, something like that.
turn around, don't drown.
But,
Yeah.
One of those phrases.
Yeah.
But and driving through a puddle like that, you don't know if
How
there's
deep?
anything below there.
Yes, yeah. The
So-
road could be washed out, and that's what
Yep.
also happens a lot. Is the road washes out, and you can't see it. You see
Yep.
the stream, and it doesn't look that deep. But once you get in it, you're in a world for hurt. But then what's tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Warning Reception Awareness. So just basically make sure that if warnings are issued for your area, take them seriously.
I know they're trying something new this year with the warnings and make a stronger emphasis on tornado warnings that they're trying here.
It's not
Yeah.
just background noise you hear.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
put out for a reason.
Yeah, and you were just talking about the impact-based warnings.
Yes.
Those will start going into effect starting on Monday, so you can look for more information on that. And I'm being told to refer to our Facebook and Twitter pages. We will post information, I'm sure, for Severe Weather Awareness Week.
Yes.
And then also, if you have any photos that you would like to see on Size Eyes, send them to us, and you could see them on air like we've done in the past.
We love photos, especially if you have any like cool Easter photos coming out with the warmer weather.
Or I'll see if I can find something to rub in the 80 degrees.
Well,
that I
hopefully
have.
no more
Okay.
snow pictures. You know,
Yeah.
if you send snow pictures, they may not end up on air. You know?
How about some spring flowers?
Yeah, let's do that.
But another thing is on Wednesday morning, since our show won't be until
Yes.
night, there will be a test tornado warning. So the sirens will sound on Wednesday, and that happens at 10:15 a.m.
Yep, just like they do for the first Wednesday of every month. But this one, it is advised that you actually take it seriously, just like it were a real warning.
Sort of participate in it and then get your plan of action ready, so that way when severe weather season actually hits and there is an actual tornado warning, you know what precautions to take.
Exactly.
So
All right, so one more thing before we go tonight. I know we're feeding you full of a lot of information here, but this coming Wednesday, the Iowa State American Meteorological Society is holding another fundraiser. You may remember that we did one at Buffalo Wild Wings about a month and a half, 2 months ago. This one is going to be at the Panda Express in the Memorial Union. All you have to do is this flyer here. I know you probably can't see it that closely, but just bring that flyer to the Memorial Union anytime between noon and 6 on Wednesday, and then AMS will get 20% of the money from your purchase. And we will post that on our Size Eyes Facebook page here after the show, so you can go through and print one off.
and I know you
yourself.
want to go take a look at it because there's a very cute panda.
It's
on
adorable
there.
panda.
It's a panda.
Yeah,
He's
but
super excited looking.
it is. So you'll want to go print that out, and you get food.
Then, if you're not a panda fan, we have another option for you. On Wednesday, from 11 to 1, I believe it is.
Yes.
We will be selling Papa John's Pizza in the lobby of Science 1. So if you're not a Panda fan, come on over, and for $5 you can get 2 slices of pizza and a drink.
Yes. So
Sounds pretty
food.
tasty
What
to
college
me.
student doesn't like food?
Exactly,
Yes.
especially when it's cheap.
Yes.
There you go.
yes, it
Or
is.
you could do both and have pizza and Panda.
I'm getting told in the back room that
I guess it's $4.
Yes.
$4.
Yes.
My bad.
Yes.
Either way, it's still for a good cause. You get free food, not free food,
Close.
close to, but it'll be delicious.
All right. So with that, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. We'll be back on Wednesday, so make sure you join our crew to get your updated Easter forecast. But until then, have a great night.